I do believe it's the panty droppings that leads to more diaper wipings through college tuition payings and then small business loans. In other words, helping to pay for their life until I die. One thing is absolutely true. They did not ask to be here. None of us did. I sure didn't ask to be here. My parents sure didn't ask to be here. Their parents sure didn't ask to be here. Adam and Eve sure didn't ask to be here. Nobody asked to be here. Why are we here? So let's just not ask anybody to be here, for crying out loud. There are enough people here at 8 billion and growing. 10 billion estimated by 2050. Maybe 3, 5, 7,000 years ago, we needed to populate the place because there weren't enough people here to help farm and feed everybody that was here that didn't ask to be here. Meanwhile, everybody's lying to suitors so they can marry off their ugly daughters because the suitor wants the good-looking one. Like the flood of Noah, a do-over is probably a great idea, and that didn't even work. So I just don't really see that it would be that big a deal if humanity as we know it ended. And electronic, artificial intelligence took the ball from here and took over. And we, biological people, all died off. So what? That's just natural evolution. And in fact, sentient, artificial, intelligent beings will just end up being just like us, but not biological, electronic instead, and whatever. They didn't ask to be here either. So if no one asked to be here, everyone that's here then feels entitled to some explanation or to, a living being handed to them because they didn't ask to be here. Let's just, if humanity ends, I'm all for it, frankly. I don't want to make any new people. I don't like people that well. Panty droppings, 5 or 10 minutes of whoopee, even 5 or 10 hours in exchange for a life sentence, a lifetime of slavery to the family, having to pay for your 5 or 10 minutes of whoopee for the rest of your life. A woman sees that as her security. That's how she's going to get you to pay for the kid and her. She's the one with a womb that she wants to fill. So that's her life's purpose, not yours. Maybe it is your life's purpose. And if so, more power to you, but leave me out of it. The fact that I don't have kids does not make it okay for you to try to steal my resources to pay for your kids. That's your decision and your problem. At least we can test for DNA now. As we've seen on Jerry Springer, many of these women are hoping that their guy is too dumb to put it together that they can get a DNA test. And when they do and find out that they're not the father, the woman is completely flabbergasted that they did not just one paternity test, but 2, to make sure that he was and wasn't the father and to see if someone else was, or whatever the case may be. Turning the trick is lying to whoever is going to be the best provider in their estimation, whoever's got the most money after they've had sex with whoever they think is going to give them the best offspring and the most fun in the sack or whatever. And then just lie about it to whoever they think they can sue for the most money. You can keep that thing in your pants. And that's not even a guarantee. Many of these women are going to scream rape, even though it's a complete fallacy and you had no interest in them whatsoever, nor were you even anywhere near them. But their parents have kicked them out of the house because they expected chores or insisted that they get a job or something of that nature. So these young girls say to themselves, I'll show you, I'll just go get pregnant or lie and take some poor, unsuspecting idiot male to court and sue him for everything he's worth. Whether I got pregnant or not, I'll just scream rape. Yeah, I think I'll pass on the panty droppings.